We're live on HLC on Tuesday. We got a good workout plan today. We got some fun stuff. We got some Stanley Cup on too. This should take us, I'm going to guess, looking at what we have 76 exercises. No, we don't. We just have a few, but we're gonna get a little bit sweaty. We got some work to do today. I think we're just going to drive right into it, even though we'll try to incorporate a little bit of warm-up. We know how important warming up is. Whether you're on your first workout, second workout, or third workout, or fourth workout, we have to warm up. Don't just think that you're so cool and so strong that you can just show up and do an exercise. Hey, Jordan, sometimes, yes, I know, Alex, you can unmute yourself, but don't tell Charlize or Andrea that. Sometimes it's really important to warm up. So with that, without further ado, let's get to work here. We'll start on our backs as we usually do. All right, on our backs, we're gonna do our traditional hip series. So that's one leg up, one leg down. We're just gonna work 10 times, up and down a couple times. Up and down, up and down, up and down. When you've done 10 on your right leg, maybe you hit 10 on your left leg. Awesome. When you've done 10, right, we're going to turn to our side. There's so many people here that have been in HLC for quite some time. So we can zip a little bit quicker. And Alex, I know you're a pretty good athlete, so I'm sure you can handle a little bit of a faster paced workout. Good. From here, we're going to roll to the other side. Same thing. Good. And then we're going to roll back because we like rolling around. And we're going to pull that top leg up nice and high, like so. So if you didn't quite catch that, I bring that leg up. I hang tight onto my shin if I can, and I'm going to lift that bottom leg up and down. Charlize, if you saw my leg day today, you'd be shocked. My legs were quivering. Oh, it was so hard. It was so hard. But this was at like 7 a.m., so I'm pretty recovered now. So, foot up again on the other side. We'll try to lift that bottom leg, get a little bit of adductor. Excelente. Awesome. Once that is done, into our bear crawl position. So it's kind of what we're really incorporating into HLC is what I like to call a little bit of serratus anterior. So serratus anterior is going to be that muscle on the side. So if you look at really jacked people, it might look like kind of the interweb, kind of like your rib cage. So with your hands under your shoulders, we're going to tuck our toe like so. From here, we're just going to lift our knees just a hair for 10, 9, 8, making sure we're pushing through the floor. We're not sinking down. I'm pushing away. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. So how we're going to make this a little bit harder is if I face you, imagine I'm doing that same bear crawl position. My knees are off the ground. All you're going to try to do is lift up your hands like so without compromising some of that integrity. Meaning, when we tuck our feet, when we lift our knees, and I start to lift my hands off the ground, I'm not swaying my hips. I'm not having my knees go up and down. I'm staying nice and stable, okay? So try that out. Tuck your toes, knees under the hips, hand under the shoulders. Just shoot for a few. Don't worry about getting too many. Knees off the ground. We're just gonna lift gently, not too high, just creating a little bit of tension. Good, a little bit of instability. Excellent. Whew. From here, we're gonna stick one leg out. We're gonna go into our adductor rocks. So, foot goes all the way flat and flush on the ground. We're going to rock ourselves all the way back. Oh man, this is supposed to be clean music. Keep going on those adductor rocks. Oh yeah. I don't know what happened there. Keep going, keep going. There we go. Now we're on some clean music. Back and forth, back and forth. We're going to flip flop to the other side. Identically, foot goes out. Can't really see it's off camera, but I rock myself back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. Done. Woo. All right, standing up, we got our cross connects. For those that know what those are, get to work. Right elbow, left knee, left elbow, right knee. Good. Excellent. Awesome. So from here, hands are going to go behind the head. I do. Hands are going to go behind the head like we're going to jail. From here, all we're going to do is we're going to squat down. We're going to stand back up. All right, so facing you, the goal is to keep our chest nice and proud. Squat down, back up for 2, 3. We're going to do 10. 4. These are called prisoner squats. 5, 6, 7. Keeping that chest proud. 8, 9. Oof. 10. After that, we're into our forward to reverse lunges. So stepping back, my knee goes to the ground. And then I'm going to step forward. And then step back. And then step forward. So notice my left leg hasn't left the ground at all. My right leg is doing my stepping forward and my stepping backwards. Remember, you're more than welcome to hang on to something. 2 more. 1 and 2. From here, we're going to lift up that knee and we're going to pause for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Whew. Now we got to go to that other side. So remember, our left leg was that pivot one. So now our right leg becomes that. So I'm stepping with my left. And so we're just going back and forth now on that left leg. So our right leg is getting a lot of the work here. Nice. Okay, 2 more. And then we're going to remember that nasty pause. So down we go. We're going to lift up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, that's a nasty little leg burn. Okay, next comes then into some calf raises. So standing nice and tall, hands can go on the hip. We're just going to lift our heels as high as we can, dropping back down. Lifting as high as we can. Remember, you're more than welcome to hang on to something. If you need to, I prefer for you to do it with your hands out in space. Just 10 of these. 8, 9, and 10. Oof. Next comes some single leg hinges. So taking one big step back, not too big, but just, right, remember this is really spicy. We want to be kind of mild, but like, I feel a little bit of heat. So from here, this is going to be our starting position. Take a second, get into it. When this happens, you're going to put your hands on your hips. And then we're going to shake it. Hula hoop. No, we're not. We're going to take our hips and we're going to send it backwards. Okay, so when my hips start to go backwards, everything points this way. I feel it on my front hamstring only. Okay, so that's going to be right here rather than anything on this leg. So again, I've split my position. My hips go back. I feel a great stretch on the front leg. And I stand up nice and tall like a statue. Slight knee bend, hips go back. You might recognize some of our cues all the way through and nice and tall. We're back into that good stretch of that hamstring. I call this a single leg hinge. Reaching back, or some of our bodybuilders might know of, like an RDL or a good morning. Really the same premise. If you have a bar on your back, you might be able to do a good morning. Or if you have a trap bar or a deadlift, same things with the big boys pull up, same exercise. When you've hit 8 on your right leg, you got to switch to your left leg. Hips go back. Excuse me. Feel that hamstring, or take a peek at my hamstring as it's starting to go. You can really start to see where the quad and the hamstring, kind of where those that muscle group is. Good. Nice. Looks like we're getting it. I can oftentimes see by some of our IT bands if we're putting our hips in good position, because our IT band attaches at the hip, but then attaches down at the knee. So with a fixed knee and a closed chain, ooh, we get biomechanically, we get some good fun. Good, that's 7, that's 8. Ooh, that's nice, my legs. All right, from here, we're into what I like to call a pike push-up. A pike push-up. So push-up position into a pike. Let's try this out. Let's see what happens. All we're going to do here is try to bring our head down and push away. If for whatever reason you need to drop your knees, you're more than welcome to. I'd prefer your head up. We're going to shoot for 8 of them. All the way down, push back away. 1, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, that's enough to get my arms feeling it. All right, we got what I call eye raises. We have some good sit-ups, now we can take a break. Eye raises are on the belly. Hands are gonna go out ahead of us. We're gonna make where our thumbs are gonna go up like we're giving somebody ahead of us a good thumbs up. And we're just gonna lift up and drop back down. I challenge you to try to keep your feet pinned, but if those rise, that's okay, don't worry about it. Lift up as high as you can and gently drop back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. Oh, rock and roll. Last but not least, I don't really think this is a clean song either. What is happening today? I gotta make sure. All right, last but not least, we got a seated sit-up. So on our backs, hands are gonna go here. I call this a sliding sit-up because it's kind of fun. You can either put your full toes down on the ground, you can just be on your heels. We're just gonna slide up and gently drop back down. Sliding forward, dropping back down. What I don't want you to do is look between your legs. I want you to look straight up. What that does is that forces a better neck position rather than the reach of a neck like a giraffe. Oof. Good. Just doing 10 of them. 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 9. One more, and 10. Whew. Take a second. Get a little bit of water. Whew. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right. I really feel that. All right. We're gonna give ourselves another probably about 45 seconds of rest. We're gonna start back from our prisoner squats at the top. Hey, Tariana, good to see you. Wow, I didn't get a chance to see you in summer games, and it's so happy to have you on HLC. We're so excited that you're here. Thanks for stopping by. This is the best stop in the entire world, I think. Better than a stop at Chipotle or a gas station when you need gas, in my opinion. Anyway, all right. Whew. That should be a little bit nasty, guys. We should really feel that in the legs. The prisoner squats to their forward reverse lunges with that isometric hold, that should get you kind of shaky. That should really start to build in a little bit of fatigue. That should start to build in some great tendon health. We just came off competition, so if we can really re-prepare our body for whatever's next, whether that's competition on the weekend or another summer game or even fall games, we want to start at tendon health. We want to make sure our tendons can withstand the load. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. We're back. Hands are going to go by the head. Right, remember, this is not how we recover. This is how we recover. But for the instance of a prisoner squat, I love getting our hands behind the head or in front of us. Option one, option two, option one, option two, option two, option one, option two, whichever one you want. So hands behind the head, squatting down, pushing through the floor as we stand up. Too good, Andrea. Oh, hey, I recognize that hat. I can see that white logo from everywhere. It's almost like a Batman logo. We can see it shining in the sky, and Travis and I will always run to it. I think. Good. 4, 5, 6. Maybe you reach forward, 7. That force is also the same thing. 8, 9, 10. Oh, Lord. From here, right, we're going to pin that left leg, or I'm going to pin my left leg. You're going to take that right leg and step back, gently touch your knee to the ground. I like to say kiss it to the ground, and then a big step forward. My left knee touches. These are called forward to reverse lunges. 4, 5. You know what happens at the 10th rep. Oi, oi, oi. That's 9. Oh no, this is 9, and here we go for that 10th one. If you're keeping up, we hold it for 10, 9, and so forth. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Whew. I gotta go that other side now. Left foot pins, right foot steps forward, right foot steps back. I've ran out of room, so you might see a little bit of a shuffle. 1, 2, 3. You know what they say, if you build big legs, helps the whole body. Why, you ask? Because our femur is a huge bone. That's our leg bone. And if we can build good, strong leg bones, that's going to help carry kind of up the chain. It's going to help all the other bones in the body. Close more. And hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, rest. Maybe you need to give them a little bit of a jiggle or a wiggle, whatever's easiest. All right, next comes our calf raises. Remember, we're standing nice and tall. Hands are on the hips. Feel free to hold on to something if you need it. I have a rack here. You might need a chair or a couch. So we're just gonna lift up. This is Operation Build Big Calves. Nice. Big calves or happy calves are so important. Oh my God, Travis, 3-0 Edmonton. Oh my God. I can't even believe this is happening. Good. Excellent. When you've done those, right, we're into our single leg squat or single leg hinges. Slight knee bend, hips go backwards, big stretch, stand up nice and tall. Slight knee bend, hips go back, feel that big stretch kind of on those hamstrings. This is going to be really good for the hips, our low back. Hinging is so important. That's how we're going to pick up anything. Okay, Coach Max, use your legs. Here's a great example of it. Hips are going back as that knee bends, and I come and I stand nice and tall. Right, so you can see my head, and now, boom, it's out of sight. 2 more. 1 and 2. And we're gonna flip up to the other side. Slight knee bend here. Good. 1, 2, 3. Remember that feeling that front leg is so important, right? It's so important to get that hamstring turned on. If you're only feeling it in your back or in that back leg, you need to reach out to Coach Travis or myself and let me help you. Because this is really important, is knowing how to cut those hips, get the hamstring turned on. Awesome. Good. Whew. That's incredibly awesome. Okay, next comes our pike push-up. Adjust from the first one. If the pike position was really tough for you, you might need to be on your knees. Coach Max does not often allow push-ups on the knees, but from here, we're going to create kind of like an A and push up down. But if you can do your push-ups from a traditional pike position, that's going to be awesome. Might be like we used to do this a lot in CrossFit. It might be a beginner for if you're trying to do a handstand push-up or a wall or upside down on the wall. Good. Let's go two more. One more. Excellent. Whatever you did, great job. Two more exercises here. We got our Y, our eyes. For I see you. Get a little bit better position. So, thumbs are up. Giving a big thumbs up to the Florida Panthers. Hopefully they can kick it into high gear here, rest in the second and into the third. Anyway, we're just going to lift up nice and high and drop back down. Good. That's 2, 3. Nice. 4, 5, 6. Remember, try to pin those legs if you can. 8, 9. One more. And 10. Last but not least, we have our sit-ups. I've rolled over. Close her up if you can. If not, hands go down. We're just going to lean, reach forward, come all the way back down. Good. For 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, we're looking up. We're not looking through. Notice the neck difference. No, last. Oh. Whew. That's kind of where we need to be. We got to do a little bit of a cool down. Guys, you got yourselves into 8 different exercises, all things you can do in your living room, your couch, or with your couch, your chair. But we need to take a second and cool down. We need to spend a minute letting our muscles kind of get back to homeostasis, let our blood kind of maneuver around. Oof. Good job, guys. That was tough. That was fun. We're going to build off this, I think. You'll have to give us a thumbs up if you enjoy more of HLCs like this, where we string together 7 or 8 different exercises, or if we do like 3, 3, 3, just give Travis and I a little bit of feedback so we can enhance HLC. Remember, we're walking forward, we're walking backwards, we're maybe taking circles, we're dancing with our partners, maybe we're two-stepping, maybe we're electric sliding, I don't know, maybe we're cha-cha sliding, Havanagila sliding, I don't know. All right, another 10 seconds, we got a 90-90, and then we out of here. Dinner time. Remember, because we used some good muscles, that's a great avenue to increase some of your protein tonight. What that looks like is try to get a fistful of chicken or beef or some high protein, soy protein if you don't eat meat. Find a way to get a fist worth. Phenomenal opportunity. Try to get at least 2 fists of vegetables. I would even say 2 hands. A lot of vegetables. Vegetables, protein, and some like good carbs, sweet potatoes, potato. Let's try to avoid our French fries and our sodas. Let's try to avoid some of the high sugary drinks. Try to drink water. Add a little salt to it. Anyway, onto the ground. My friends, into our 90-90. We're just going to hold it. If you're new to this, we're going to try to create 90 degrees on our front leg and 90 degrees on our back leg. Now, I always give 2 options. Option 1 would be maybe you got to lean back. You're like, oh, coach, this is really tough and tight right here. Option 2 might be you can't really see it, but you'd be like leaning on one side. You're like, oh, that at least takes a break. Option 3, which is arguably the hardest, would be our hands are out ahead, or you're really trying to kick it into another gear and you're able to bring your elbows down. I immensely feel that tight in my adductor. This is a really good side for me. So from here, we're gonna flip up to the other side and you'll notice a change. So when I'm here, I have to really sway like a boat. It's tough for me. It's tight. It's hard. So I need to really work on trying to get those elbows down. They don't get there. So I might be a candidate for this. because it's super tight for me. But I'm working on it. You work, I work. I'm trying to make this a little bit better. Because Coach Max just PR'd in his half marathon on Saturday. So I'm going to start looking into maybe full marathons or ultra marathons, or I want to get 100 miles. But I don't know what I would do for 17 hours or 14 hours or however long that takes. Boy, there's not enough books on Spotify to help me out. All right, from there, guys, pat yourself on the back. Oh, give yourself a high five. Give me a high five. That's a tough workout. We're going to build on that. Okay, so our prisoner squats are going to become arms straight. Our forward reverse lunges are going to be a little bit quicker. The holds are going to get longer. Our calf raises might turn into like a RDL with a calf raise. We might try to really incorporate some different movements into it all. So, good job, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.